Hey everybody, Mr. JK here, and welcome back to another Shaman King 100 video. This one is on Beetleborgs. It is titled Big Bag Beetleborg. Big. Jesus Christ, dude, what's wrong with me? Big Bad Beetleborgs was the craziest Power Ranger clone. And as always, the link to the video will be in the description for any of you who wants to check out the video for yourselves. And I'll see you all. Anyways, let's get into the video in 3, 2, 1. Battle.
Okay, today we are talking about the big bad. Oh yeah, that theme music still hit. But since the Quantum Ranger video is taking a little longer, I went with y'all second option, y'all.
Hey, no need to rush, man. Take your time.
Pick that y'all blew my expectations on. Which, hey, it gave me excuse to watch a show that I haven't seen in ages. But I will let you know now, it is a bit of an acid trip. So we start this off with two kids running for their life out of a haunted mansion. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this off rip. Scooby-Doo really did ruin a generation of Caucasian kids. Like, what is the outcome you're expecting, huh? Did you go in there to solve a mystery? Were you hoping to see a ghost or a monster and die? Oh, and to top it off, they're both rich kids that brought their butler to babysit them.
No, that saying goes, curiosity kills the cat.
Now, you could tell boy clocked in for just a paycheck. He didn't even care about these kids' lives one bit. You allowing this, my man? But we'll come back to this house later. For now, let's go and meet our main trio protagonists. That being Drew, his little sister Joe, and Roland, whose family owns the comic shop, and whose grandma is a biker and also the rapping
Wait, what?
Granny from America's Got Talent?
What? Bruh.
Okay, Granny.
Bruh, why is she spitting bars?
And he's spitting, I ain't gonna lie to you. And they're here to pick up the brand new issue of Big Bad Beetleborgs, which is a comic in this universe. Which I like is a nice.
That's interesting. No. Let's see here. Let's look at the designs. Okay, I think blue's supposed to be based off of stag. No, I was supposed to say stag beetle. I think it's supposed to be I don't know what the English word for it is, but a kabuto beetle. And then the green one obviously is stag beetle, and then I'm not too sure what this one is supposed to be. By the way, you got Comrade Kabuto to thank for why I know about the Kabuto beetle and the stag beetle. I also know that fun fact, Comrade Kuga, he has the name Kuga because the name Kuga is actually supposed to be based off of well, actually its design is supposed to be that of a Kuwagata beetle. Funnily enough. And speaking of Kuwagata beetles, I believe King Oger, I think his name is Oja Red is I believe also a Kuwagata. Funnily enough, it's called Kuwagata.
His touch, and the comic cover still look clean to this day, I must say. And I really like how they captured the childlike wonder of reading a comic book, even something like you kind of imagine in the pages moving in your head. It's kind of like what I do with this new app that I got called Polybuzz, which also happens to be the sponsor.
Obligatory sponsorship.
Today's video. It's pretty much an AI chatbot playground with over 2 million characters with their own wild scenarios and personalities. I even ended up in a Power Rangers group chat where I had to pretend to be the Green Deer Ranger and had to convince the others to let me join. I even chatted up the Red Dino Ranger and asked him what he thought about the Beetleborg. He straight up told me,
I heard of those Beetleborgs. They were before my time, but I heard they had some cool moves.
But if you ever wanted to chat, roleplay, or just clown around with your favorite characters, grab Polybuzz. And you know I'm gonna hook you up. If you use my code ShamanK in the search bar, it will get you discounts and help you unlock bonus perks. But if you want to try it yourself, I got the link to Polybuzz in the description down below. Big shout out to Polybuzz for sponsoring this video. Now back to the Beetleborg. But while Joe and Roland are checking out the comic, Drew over here trying to riz up the hut. And hold up, time out. Why is there a 10-year-old girl behind the cash register? Her family don't own the place. We already established this is Roland's people.
I have no clue.
I'm pretty sure there's child labor laws around this type of stuff. Bro, I can't even cut him slack by saying it was the 90s, it was a different time. Like, nah, fam. He done had these things in place since the 1930s, my boy. Discarding the child labor, those two rich kids come back and, oh boy, you could really tell they're supposed to be the
bulk. Just from the music alone, I can already tell these two are supposed to be like the bulk and skull of this series.
The bulk and skull of this franchise. And really fill in that school bully archetype.
I just got promoted to president of the chess club.
Really? That's so lame.
Bro, what did he just say?
Really?
No, wait. I know this bully did not say that with a straight face. Nah, this boy favorite piece gotta be the knight because he really took a L with this one. You get it? Because the knight piece.
Get out. Get out of here.
He's moving an L shape. Okay. You know how to represent for my chess enthusiasts out there. But school bullies doing what they do best, actually peer pressure our trio go into the house. And
no, screw those chess enthusiasts.
Know this had to be before Dare because these boys didn't even try to push back. They just showed up.
No.
The butler again? Okay, bro.
And peep the chessboard right there.
One time is already crazy. My man, you an adult and you about to witness 5 kids break a entering? Nah, boy gotta be up to something. He a bad role model. He must be the real villain of the show. So the kids break into the house and they start exploring and looking around. But in this, Joe ends up being the first one to see a monster, that being a talking mummy. And her first reaction to seeing a real life talking mummy monster in front of her is, nah, parent.
I don't know whether to be impressed that she didn't run away or just. Yeah, I don't know.
Parents, you gotta done teach your kids some survival skills. I would have already been out the door. But no, Joe just standing there.
Yeah, I would have been out the door too.
This man slowly unwrapping himself and turning into the Grim Reaper. And hold up. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my tinfoil hat on and start critiquing this a little bit because this is a bit of a production error. Because how did a mummy then turn into a Grim Reaper? It's missing eyes that he had done switch sides. Man unwrapped and gained clothes. They weren't probably expecting a grown man to come back and critique the show, but that's where you didn't have 2025 vision. Because I don't watch this dude go from a mummy to the Spirit Halloween mascot in 2.5 seconds. Speaking about Halloween costumes, I feel like that's where they got the designs for a lot of the monsters in the mansion.
That's not surprising considering, like, especially during this time period, most like Halloween, like fun Halloween movies and just like horror movies, specifically, I'll get to that later. Used Halloween costumes for most of the movies. I don't know which ones, but the one I am most familiar with, like that uses like some type of Halloween, not so much costume, but like a prop or a mask would be for anyone who doesn't know this, Halloween, the original 1971 Halloween movie. Jason, no, I was supposed to say Jason. Well, Jason too, kind of. But Michael Myers' mask is actually a Halloween mask. Specifically, it is a Captain Kirk from Star Trek Halloween mask.
I mean, we got off-brand Mummy, dollar store Dracula, definitely borrowed from Teen Wolf, and
fucking borrow from Teen Wolf. And look at this fucking Frankenberry looking motherfucker over here.
Frankenbeans, which actually I don't got nothing for Frankenbeans. I actually like them, especially if you just try not to notice the big gaping mouth hole. Great power. But the monsters start chasing and scaring the kids all up and down the house and even scare out the rich kid. Which to say, the butler, the only adult in this situation, decides to take his 2 kids away and leave the other 3 kids to thus die or something. But eventually, our 3 heroes stumble upon a room with a huge organ that is possessed by the 3 good fairies from the...
What?
Disney movie? Bro, there is so much going on in this TV show.
Bro, what is happening?
It's about to get wilder as we get introduced to the Zordon, quote unquote, of the Beetleborgs, that being Flapper. And I know his name's not a slur or innuendo, but it still feels wrong to say. But Flapper is a ghostly phantasm that grants wishes. He's like a combo of the genie from Aladdin and Elvis Presley.
Oh, God.
You're cramping my stuff.
Oh. No, bro.
He told them to pipe down because they're pipes
Ha, ha, ha.
on an organ. That's actually pretty clever. But the kids and me are pretty much over this haunted house. But in Flapper's attempt to
I mean, honestly, I would be too.
get the kids' attention and not let them leave, he decides to pull a move straight out of the Pennywise handbook.
I'm out.
No.
You think I'm about to? I'm not watching this.
No.
Look.
Oh, hell no. Oh, nah, bro. I'm just saying, if you wanted me to stick around, that was the fastest way to make me leave.
Yeah, if I saw that, I'm like, no, I'm out. Nope, no.
Nah, even Roland knew that was out of pocket because boy straight up fainted. I just know somebody in the production team fought tooth and nail to get that scene done. Like, nah, I know we on a shoestring budget, but this scene, it will be cinema. I hope that man got fired. But once the kids come to, Flapper offers to grant them one wish. And Roland and Joe, probably being the two rational ones in this situation, are like, nah, I'm good. Oh, but you ain't never heard of the term stranger danger.
Oh, no. Be careful what you wish for, man.
They did not teach this boy the story of the monkey paw in school. Man looked at Flapper like, you saying I could get anyway? And now Flapper irresponsible for even giving them the choice. Well, if you let 10-year-old me make a wish from a genie, I'd probably ask for something stupid. I'd probably do more harm than good by accident. But you know what the kids are gonna wish for. It's the premise of the show. But I'm just saying too, if I had to make a wish of being any superhero of comic book origins, I mean, Superman and Spider-Man are right there.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you were just talking about the whole monkey's paw thing.
Would pick to be a long...
I don't even know what I want to wish for and how. And it's not even just wishing for that. It's like, you got to be very specific about how you want the wish to work.
List of other characters before I pick the Beetleborgs. I'm just keeping it above. Oh, and before y'all say, oh, well, Shaman, maybe Superman and Spider-Man are not part of this universe. Spider-Man makes a cameo in the show. It's real. And if you're telling me Spider-Man's there, I know Superman's there too. I'm just saying, you had options. I don't know how they got that cameo, but they did it. But of course, the kids wish to become the big bad Beetleborgs. Oh yeah, time to see that transformation. And hold up, to be continued.
Bruh.
Stop this madness.
Hold up. You telling me in the first episode of the Big Bad Beetleborgs, we don't even see them become Beetleborgs? Who made this decision? Was it the neck guy?
Boss.
Bro, even the Power Rangers morphed
halfway through.
Got into a Megazord fight by the end. Nah, y'all didn't want to succeed. Oh, this episode is titled Part 1, so hopefully in Part 2 we'll get to see what happened. Let's continue. All right, episode 2 starts off right where it happens, being like, all right, bro, let's go ahead and start getting these toy sales underway. We gotta start making a profit. Oh, you could tell Flapper's already one of them annoying genies because they done handed him the comic book that says the Big Bad Beetleborgs, and this man looks at the bottom right of the comic, the smallest picture in frame, and was like, oh, so you want me to turn you into the 3 Ratsketeers? Oh, nah, if I'd have made a Chini and he and a Randall, I would be pissed.
I would be too.
But after Flapper was done messing around, we finally get to see the Beetleborg transformation. And I had to say, I really still do like this transformation. I think it was a really cool touch of doing the drawing into live action for
That's
him.
cool,
It's
though.
actually pretty cool, and I think it still holds up today. It's just a really neat concept. But Flapper, being a clown, also accidentally releases the villains from the comic book as well. Oh,
be
snap,
careful, bro. Be careful what you wish for.
Is a monkey's paw. That's what you get for playing too much, dummy. Good thing they probably didn't become Superman, because they would have wished Doomsday and Brainiac to come out too. Anyways, the villains being
that would have been even worse.
Being brought into the 3-dimensional world to start to wreak havoc immediately. And why does one of them sound like Joe Pesci?
Okay, that was fun, but now let's blow up something really
big.
Oh my god.
I don't
Who the hell is Joe Pesci? I'll probably look it up later.
know. I really don't. Everything stopped making sense to me as soon as the next scene happened. I ain't gonna
Bruh.
lie to you.
Bro.
What is
That?
But like I said, the villains start wreaking havoc all over the place and even wind up in a movie theater for some reason, right next to Nardwark with a very out-of-date mustache even for the time. Oh, when you
Bro,
can tell the
bro. I give it a 9 out of 10.
these boys were ahead of their time. They was real menaces because they were in the theater and yelled chicken jockey.
No.
They get on TikTok. They even make their way to a cemetery to meet their leader who already has a lair set up for them.
Bruh,
These boys
what?
were quick and they knew what they had to do and go beat the Beetleborgs so they could not trap them back in the comic book. So our three trio
Okay.
knew what they had to do and try to defeat these monsters. And Drew, in the most perfectly timed thing, says,
You never know. We could be walking right into a trap.
Oh man, that is such a 90s saying.
I mean, the jokes just write themselves.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, it's time for the kids to put these powers to the test. Drew went for the chandelier kick right into a monster's face, avoided the two guy monsters, and went for the
No, people man doing a swing rider kick.
one with the cooties. Cut over to Joe, who's fighting the Joe Pesci monster. Started dodging, hit the pose to the camera, flex. Man tried to get her. She done ducked over it again, hit the pose once more. Man said to her,
Be funny like I'm a clown.
No.
I told you he sound like Joe Pesci. Bro, Joe does the most disrespectful ish and started spinning me.
Oh no, that's
She
mad
goes from
disrespectful.
James of the Beetleborgs. Oh,
She's-
yeah, let's cut
she
over to
mad
Roland. I know he
disrespectful.
gotta be cooking up something, right? Okay, Roland,
Oh.
that's very
Bro. You got one dude doing a rider kick, the other one posing on this other dude and then absolutely disrespecting him by turning it into a basketball. And then you got this dude playing Ring Around Rosie.
anticlimactic. But the kids win, defeating the monsters and starting on their Beetleborg
No.
journey. Oh, and they also learn that even outside of their Beetleborg forms that they have power. But I have to say, it was fun going
That's
down
cool.
memory lane watching the big bad Beetleborgs again. Really made me feel like a 90s kid. But I really want to make a video like we usually do, so I decided, hey, for Halloween, how about we cover the Shadowborg movie? 'Cause
Oh,
it has
really?
more things that I can kind of go into in some action scene. Because the episodes of Beetleborgs kind of don't got much to talk about too much. It's really all focused on the kids and the monsters in the house and some monster of the week. So not much to play around with in our traditional videos.
Okay.
But I think this movie will make up for it. So you can expect that for our Halloween specials. But until then, what's poppin'? It's Shaman and the Beetleborgs.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of the video. Thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.